What's up, y'all? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. You already know, pouring you up a nice hot cup of Joe. Gonna get your day off to a bright, beautiful start. Shall we check in for today's messages? I hear, who let the dogs out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe something significant with dogs. Maybe some of you don't know. It's kind of giving like you might have your feet out. Maybe you're wearing sandals. Maybe you got a cute fit or something for the 4th. Maybe you're taking your actual dog out, right? Going for your walk, right? Um, it gives an energy of like off the leash, right? Out of the cage. Who let the dogs out? Ladies and gentlemen, okay? Take that as you will. But like, I don't know, there's a little bit of a playful energy. Like, um, this could be like being able to let your hair down, off the leash, out of the cage, nothing maybe restraining you or holding you back. Very fearless energy, um, that is straight heart. Okay, that's what it feels like. Some straight heart. Okay, um, very untamed. This feels like the day is going to be filled with that. Okay, so this is going where I don't know why I get the energy of like big bear hugs. I'm kind of getting like a can love you, like people giving you a hug or just maybe expressing showing mad love to you, really letting go. It's like if people normally hold back, or, normally I wouldn't say, no, this feels like today. I just heard love is love is love. I see the mature man. So it gives me the impression that somebody is, again, and this, whatever the expression is, someone's expressing fearlessly with adjudication. This is someone who I just kind of feel. I don't know why. Like I said, the dog, I just heard again, is off the leash. We'll see if this is good or bad, right? The dog could. I don't know why. I feel like with the main female, I'll allow it. It's kind of what I hear. So, a dog off the leash, I'll allow it, right? I'll allow the dog off the leash, right? Um, we'll see what's happening. I'm not sure what that translates into, right? Think about an actual dog off its leash. People must be safe, right? People must be comfortable. Actual dog off its leash. So if this is someone who's letting go, maybe it's because the people that they're releasing to, or person, or whatever situation, is secure, right? Is open, doesn't fear that person not demonstrating or exercising restraint. They don't fear that person, like perhaps letting go in some way. They want them to be open hearted. Okay. Obviously, energy is what always two-sided. So you're also going to have people who perhaps are, what happens. You take the dog off the leash. I was somebody who wants the dog leashed. Their dog is not leashed. So I feel like that's just the other side, right? It feel like what they're gonna feel what grilled. Chances are it's like whatever this is, the grilling is how the reason for the restraint. Someone hasn't felt grilled because there's been restraint. The dog's off the leash, no more restraint, grilled. Okay, I don't know. Maybe there is something significant about that. Maybe some of you are eating grilled foods. Maybe something significant about a grilled cheese, but grilled. Maybe this is like questions. Somebody's getting grilled. Somebody's getting asked a lot of questions. I don't know why it feels like if there is a lack of restraint or no restraint, somebody is very mature and it feels as though they're asking some questions, and whoever this is not afraid to ask, or if it's not asking, they're saying something. They have absolutely they don't have Yeah, I have no fear of death. I was born to do that. Like somebody has absolutely no fear of what feels like expressing because they eat, like I said, this is either hearing someone without restraint and their maturity knows the heart, right? Feels or senses the heart, or this is someone who they are not demonstrating restraint because whoever they're talking to is mature enough and they're not afraid. Either way, a person has to sense that security in order to do that. But I definitely feel like it is love. That's really the basis of the energy that I feel. It is love for someone. Someone is like this fearless type of open heartedness. Yeah, with the Vietnamese, it's foreign. This fearless type of open heartedness is foreign, but it's also with the white knight refreshing. It's satiating. It's calming. It's chill. That's what it feel like. It's a vibe. You think about milk, except for babies, you always drink it cold. So a cold glass of milk though is like refreshing. Eating milk and cookies, right? You think about if you eat something that's too hot, how do you cool it down? Milk. So that's what this feels like. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Love of my life. Love of my life. The song came up in the messages yesterday. No. Not sure what this is. There's something better. Okay. I'm not sure what that is too. Do you know your questions that you ask? Get an African goddess. Love of my life. Ooh. There's something better. Truth. Nundi. Sarah Kali, divine lineage. Divine lineage, Yamaya awakening. Awakening to one's divinity, one's inner call. It's interesting to me though, because that's why I feel like this dog's energy is here. That's the unleashing. It's your divine lineage. This is like who you were meant to be. This is your birthright. This is like awakening or remembering where you came from or who you are. And that has been on a leash under a collar. Ooh, that could resonate more deeply, right? It's almost, you think about like church wears a collar. Think about different places that wear a collar, but under a collar, which is kind of like you think about a dog wears a collar to keep it going the direction that you want it to go so that you can steer it where you want it to go. So I feel like there's awakening to some sort of collar, and what is the unleashing is a realization or awareness of the divinity of one's lineage. Wow. So literally what feels like ripping the collar off. This is okay, that's what this is very foreign to someone. This is new to someone else as well. But if you, again, I talked about a cold glass of milk. If you think about a cold glass of milk, this is kind of like, it might be foreign, but I suggest you wash that down. That's what it feels like. Mamlambo. Fearless love. Yeah, gang gang Sarah, resistance. This is Oshun. There's some sort of resistance. Let's go to Patreon and deepen these messages with the extended for now. This just feels like something about a divine lineage in whatever this self-sabotage is, was, has been. It feels as though it was taught or it was trained. And I feel, and this could even be like Oshun energy coming through and in the form of like divine love. If you know anything about Oshun, everybody knows about like her beautiful characteristics, but she's every aspect of the bee. You know, it's product, it's honey, but she's also its stinger. It's protective nature that guards because it knows how valuable, you know, it is, what it makes is. So this is like coming through in you or in someone else that's like, I like that these are consecutive energies, 24 and 25. So we have self-sabotage and then we have fearless love. And this could even be where that's what you're inclined. This is new to you. Normally you would self-sabotage. And sometimes that can be with the white knight, trying to put the fire out, trying to soften the blow. I don't want this to burn, or I don't want this to hurt because that's foreign. And something makes me feel like you could very well have sabotaged yourself by putting the fire out. And you could be in a position where now there is this next step that is this Oshun-like love. That is, she's holding a mirror, so looking in the mirror and maybe even showing the same fearless love that you show externally to yourself in some way, or someone else who's seeing a mirror image and is allowing themselves without restraint to show fearless love to you, or allowing you without restraint to show fearless love to them. So, but with Gang Gang Sarah, there's some sort of resistance, which usually means that you're going to have some people who are resistant, right? I'm scared of that love, right? That's foreign, but I don't know. I'm going to put it out, right? This makes me feel like you have what feels like understanding. Acceptance is what it feels like. Defensive. No. Don't put, don't. That's what I feel. And again, it's going to be different in different situations, right? Different relationships, different scenarios. Some people like that untrained, untamed. Maybe it is like unkempt, right? Don't hold back. Some people are like, I want you on a leash, right? Some people want you to hold back. Some people, want that resistance. And I feel like something about today is maturity is, it's definitely given like Kali Ma, but maturity is bringing out this aspect of one's divinity that was suppressed, and someone is mature enough to see it as fearless love, accept it, allow it, or find it as refreshing. Okay, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out. I presume we'll find out more in members. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.